Hello everyone, welcome to sqadia.com, and now we will start the first section of our lecture topic, abortion. In this section, we will discuss the different types of abortion, what is abortion, and what are the different causes of different types of abortion. First, abortion is also known as the miscarriage. The abortus, the word abortion comes from abortus, which means expelled embryo. So when the embryo is expelled spontaneously, that's miscarriage. And abortion is most commonly done mainly on the can be on the basis of legal or illegal grounds, but usually the willingness of the patient is also present in case of abortion. That's the difference mainly between the miscarriage and the abortion. In miscarriage, there is spontaneous expulsion of the fetus without any consent of the female or the patient. About 10 to 20% of clinical pregnancies lead to abortion. Now, the different types of abortion, we have spontaneous, which are mostly the name miscarriages is used for the spontaneous. It can be threatened, inevitable, complete, incomplete, missed, and septic abortion. And the induced are, it can be legally induced or it can be illegal. So threatened abortion is the abortion in which there is threat to abort, but on examination, the cervical os is still closed. So there are chances that this type of pregnancy can be prevented. So threatened abortion. Cervical os is closed. There is vaginal bleeding. Rather, the first indication that there is some problem is the vaginal bleeding. And when the doctor examines the pelvic, there is the os of the cervix is still closed, so there are chances that this pregnancy can be prevented. So there is threat to abort, but abortion still didn't take place. Then the other type is inevitable abortion. Inevitable abortion means it cannot be prevented in any way, and cervix is dilated and the membranes are ruptured. So when the membranes are ruptured, the amniotic fluid start leaking and the cervix is dilated, then there is no chance of preventing this kind of abortion. In the incomplete abortion, usually some product of conception, POC is product of conception. Some are expelled, but some still remain inside the uterine cavity, and these product of conception are removed by the dilation and curettage, which is the procedure done to remove the product of conception. It is very important that the uterus is completely clean after the abortion or miscarriages, because remaining product of conception, usually there is patients keep on complaining of spotting and off and on bleeding, and this might lead to infections also because the product of conception are still in the uterus. So incomplete abortion treated with the DNC because some product of conception are still inside the uterus. In complete type, there is no product of conception left inside the uterus. Everything is removed. So usually no treatment is required in this. Just by ultrasound, the confirmation is done that the uterus is empty and nothing is inside the uterus. In the missed abortion, there is in utero death of the embryo, and this is usually asymptomatic. a patient doesn't have any symptoms, they don't feel anything, and usually when the patient goes for routine prenatal visit, when the doctor does the ultrasound, there is no fetal heartbeat. So that's the missed abortion. And then there should be the doctor try to remove the embryo by dilating the cervix. So this is missed abortion. Septic abortion is a condition in which there is infection, sepsis, that spread to the uterus. There is pelvic inflammatory disease, and that leads to abortion or miscarriages. So septic, as the name shows, is after the sepsis or infection, most commonly associated with different pelvic inflammatory diseases. Then the second type is induced, when the abortion is actually induced, and it can be legal when there is willingness of the doctor to do it, these kinds of abortion, because there is usually threat to the life of the mother or the baby. So this is medically terminated pregnancy, legal MTP, medically terminated pregnancy. So this is abortion done on the legal basis, and there is some medical reason to do that abortion. Or it can be illegal when there is no medical ground, and there is usually the unwanted pregnancies. Mothers try to abort that pregnancy because they don't want to keep the pregnancy. So these are different types: spontaneous, sporadic or recurrent, and then induced, which can be legal or illegal. Then etiology. Etiology means the different causes of abortion. So it can be genetic, especially in the first trimester, first 12 weeks. If there is abortion, usually the cause is genetic and chromosomal abnormalities. Endocrine disorders also can lead to abortion, 10 to 15%, like diseases like diabetes, thyroid disorders. All these can lead to abortions. Anatomical disorders. If there is any anatomical problems like uterine septum, that can also lead to abortion, 10 to 15% also. Different infections leads to abortion. Immunological disorders, immunity disorders, again 5 to 10% can lead to abortion. Maternal medical illnesses, different problems, different heart problems, different endocrine problems in mother also lead to abortion. Anti-fetal antibodies, different antibodies present against the fetus, they can cross from the mother to the fetus and cause destruction in the baby. So antibodies, anti-fetal means against the fetal, different antibodies that develop. Then blood group incompatibility. Blood group incompatibility, in which very common is Rh factor incompatibility and ABO, blood group incompatibility. In Rh incompatibility, usually the mother is Rh negative and the fetus or baby is Rh positive because father is Rh positive. So the baby or embryo or fetus get the blood group from the father and has Rh positive blood group. And then when the blood from the baby goes into the mother usually develop antibodies against the fetus blood. And in the first pregnancy, usually it's safe, but in the second or consecutive pregnancies, if the same situation happens, if again the mother is Rh negative and the baby is Rh positive, the antibodies that are formed in the mother goes into the baby and destroy the red blood cells of the baby. So very, very serious condition if not treated, and usually this is treated by the ROCAM, which is given within 72 hours after the delivery. So that's blood group incompatibility. Here in this diagram it's the same. You can see there is a Rh factor on the red blood cell, and when it is transferred through the placenta, it causes destruction of the blood cell in the baby. And usually not first pregnancy, second pregnancy is usually affected because there are antibodies in the mother blood that crosses the placenta and destroy the red blood cells in the baby. Then the other condition that can cause abortion can be inherited thrombophilia, that destroys the thrombocytes in the and causes this bleeding disorders. Environmental factors are also responsible for some abortions, and then premature rupture of membrane due to some heavy lifting and due to some injuries that can happen, and that can also begin the premature labor and premature delivery and abortions. Then some clinical features of abortions is history of amenorrhea. First is there is amenorrhea, which is the first symptom of pregnancy. Patient comes and tell, I have no menstrual cycle this month, or it's late or it's delayed. Then they do the home pregnancy test that gives them the diagnosis that the patient is pregnant. Then after the history of amenorrhea, there is sudden pain in the abdomen and the bleeding start. PV, pervaginal bleeding. PV is per vagina bleeding, and there is history of amenorrhea. So per vaginal bleeding and lower abdominal pain, and then when this happens with the positive pregnancy test that leads to lower abdominal pain and PV bleeding, the first diagnosis that comes to the mind is patient might be aborting or abortion. There might be an ectopic pregnancy, or there might be the molar pregnancy. And then different tests are done to find out whether it was normal uterine pregnancy leading to abortion, or it was an ectopic pregnancy that leads to first trimester, usually the bleeding and pain and ultimately miscarriages, or it can be a molar pregnancy. These three are the very common differential diagnoses of pain in abdomen and bleeding in the early pregnancy or early positive pregnancy test. So this was all about what is abortion, what are the different types of abortion, and we talked in detail what are the different causes of the abortion. Thank you for watching sqadia.com.